Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Jen and we love makeup, skincare, beauty in general, and all things color. So if you love them all, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. So speaking of beauty, I did a tiny haul, a mini haul from Flower Beauty, and I got some stuff. I got their, what is this called? Petal Pout lip mask. This I think is an award-winning product from Flower Beauty, and they came out with two new colors. So I got both two new colors. So that is Berry More, and I got Supernova. So this I'm gonna be quickly swatching these and showing you and telling you what I think of them. And there is a brand new drop from Flower Beauty. It's an eyeshadow palette, and that is called Forbidden Fruit eyeshadow palette. Yes, it's like a very fruity themed, and when I saw that, I definitely wanted to check it out. I have to say quickly that this did not come with a box or a sleeve or nothing like that, and this is not a magnetic closure either. So just FYI, something that I wasn't very happy about, because there's a little kind of, you see that little tab there that actually goes in and makes the palette secure. So you have to open it up like that, and then that opens a palette, but otherwise this is not magnetic. So, and no mirror. But this retails for $15. $15 palette. Have you seen this story somewhere before? Have you? If you follow Pat McGrath, you have. So I had to get that. Ta-da! Look at that. I had to get it and do a teeny tiny comparison. So definitely stick around for the comparison swatches. Stick around for the lip swatches for the Petal Pout lip mask. And then I have like a sexy plum purple subtle look going on. So there's a tutorial. So there's plenty. This is going to be a long one. So yes, let's get right into it. First, I wanted to do the lip swatch, and then we'll do the swatches of the palette, and then I'll tell you guys how it works out, and then you can actually, I will tell you how it performed, and you can see how the shadows works out on the eyes as I'm doing the tutorial. So yes, so let's very quickly finish the Petal Pout lip mask. So this retails for definitely less than $10, like $7 or $8, somewhere around that. I hope I'm not wrong. I think it's definitely less than $10, somewhere $8 or $9. And this is made in the USA. This comes soothing and nourishing. That's what it says. Petal Pout lip mask. I was a little bit not sure about the packaging. It's completely plastic, and it has like teeny tiny holes in there, right? And you have to twist it anti-clockwise, and then it kind of comes out. The product actually comes out. It's kind of weird to see things coming out like that out of holes. I don't know, but anyways, this is called Berry More, and you get you get 1.4 milliliters of product in this. And I have seen like advertisements of like Drew Barrymore doing that, or like applying this, but I was never sure of how this is gonna be. I'm gonna apply it, kind of like smooth it over, and that is Berry More. Let's quickly put, hang on, before that I want to put, you know what, I'll just put Berry More first. Yeah, so that's just one little application. I'm gonna put it on my lips, and this is what it looks like. I just use there are like many colors. I'm just using the surface to smooth it over. I'm taking more. My lips are pouty, so the surface area on my lip is larger than a lot of people, so I need more. So that is just one layer. You can definitely see like a tint of the color, like a dark. So I'm gonna take more, build it, and show you guys what it looks like. You can see a little bit of color. They have many other shades, and if I'm not wrong, every single shade has a different scent. So you'd see it in the description itself. So that is what it looks like. So that's Berry More. So I'm going to build it up more and show you what that looks like. So this my lips are actually quite dark. So if you don't have dark lips, this color is going to show up really, really well. Even with my darker lips, this color, I can see it well. To be honest, maybe in the video it doesn't look, doesn't look that pronounced, but in person I can actually see the tint and actually kind of like, it looks good, like a rosy brown color. That is Berry More. Actually, I don't want to take it off. It feels pretty good. And the problem for this is there's a little bit of like remaining stuck there. So what I do is I just clean it up the back of my hand, just like that. That's it. And now it's like clean. See? But there's always going to be some remnants stuck to the actual packaging. That's not gonna like it, right? I'm gonna take this off. I don't want to, because it feels so damn good. It feels pretty fantastic. Yeah, there, I said it. That's kind of like review in a little gist. It feels pretty fantastic, guys. This is Supernova, which is basically a light purple with lots of gold glitter. Lots of gold glitter. It's like saturated with gold glitter. So that's Supernova. Let's quickly do it. So I'm not going to build Supernova up because it is just like gonna add more glitter to my lips. This smells a little different than the Berry More. So that is Supernova. There's no point in building it up, but I kind of want more of this lip mask. Okay, let's quickly talk about the formula, and then I want to also talk about the pros and cons, and then we'll move on to the eyeshadow palette. So I like the packaging. It's a little different because it's kind of waxy. I think instead of a squeeze tube, they kind of like use like a twist up kind of a packaging. I really do like it. And also the surface is kind of, I didn't expect it to be a good applicator to kind of spread the product around and everything, but it actually does a pretty good job. Oh, by the way, this actually comes with a cap. This is not open like this. You actually, when you actually buy it brand new, the holes are not visible. There's actually a cap that goes over it. I just like threw it away. So yeah, just FYI, there's a cap that goes over it. And the only downside I would say is that you gotta clean the surface after using, which is, there's not a lot left, so you just kind of like rub it at the back of your hand and then it's brand new. Just that's the only downside. Oh, by the way, I was so impressed by how this product makes my lip feel. It's really good, guys. I love it's not very runny. It's like the perfect consistency. The lip consistency actually pretty fantastic. It's actually kind of like the Vaseline little tubes that come, right, that actually are meant for the lips. The consistency is very similar to that. I like that consistency. The product doesn't go anywhere, and as you can see, it's super reflective. So I really liked it, and I quickly took a look at the ingredients list. This product does have mineral oil. It also has like very beneficial ingredients like mango butter, cocoa butter, but it does have mineral oil. Like a lot of the concentration is high. Mineral oil is like the second ingredient in the ingredients list. So there is mineral oil, something that if it's something that you don't like, there's a lot of mineral oil in the lip pout mask. I really wish it did not have that, because the product is actually pretty fantastic. It lasts longer. It also like leaves that very soft kind of like feel on your lips. It's quite good. I recommend it. The only downside for me is the mineral oil. I really wish they changed the ingredients, but otherwise it's a really good product. So that's kind of like my mini review about the Petal lip mask. Will I buy more? I'm not sure. I really like this color because the applicator is not exactly precise. So it's better if the product is very sheer, and it's better if the shade color is not very vibrant. So I think I'm happy with the shade Berry more. I don't see myself buying a different variety of shades, to be honest. It works pretty good. So yeah, I hope that was a little useful and helpful for you guys if you want to consider trying that product. Next, let's take a look at the Forbidden Fruit. This retails for $15, and let's quickly see where this is made. Um, Made in Taiwan. Yeah, this is made in Taiwan, and you get 10.2 grams of products, and it did not come with I think I told you guys it didn't come with like in a box or anything. It just comes like the packaging again is not like top notch or not even basic. I would say it's like less than average packaging, because I know there's this plastic thing, but what if this like falls off or what? I don't know. It's not a very secure packaging. No mirror. It says, what does it say? Let's play. It just says let's play there. And those are the beautiful, beautiful colors. Very, very pretty. Very sunset looking. So let's quickly swatch, and then I'll tell you guys how all of them performed. This is Lychee. That's like a champagne shade. It's actually pretty pigmented. Actually pretty pigmented and good shine. No chunky glitter or anything. Very, very like finely milled kind of a color. Very pretty. And then Guava, I gotta say I'm quite, hang on, I'll save it for the mini review. So that is Guava. I know the swatch is not that fantastic. It kind of looks like ashy, but on the eyes it's not. It's so pigmented. In fact, the matte swatches especially, they work superb with a brush and on the eyes as well. So that is Juicy. Juicy is definitely more pink and more darker, more like a medium dark color. Very pretty. I know it looks sheer, but it packs a punch when you use a brush. You'd see it in the tutorial. And then this is Citrus. Citrus is like a very, very mild, gentle duochrome, to the point that you don't even see it all that much. So that is, so the shimmers definitely look like they are very super pigmented, but they're kind of they kind of like sheer out when you use a brush, and when you use it on the eyes, just this is the shade I have in the inner corner highlight. I know it like creates that impact. Obviously it kind of like brightens the inner corner, but you don't even notice it. You know what I mean? It's there, it creates an impact, but you don't even see it. It's not like blingy. Again, very soft shimmer. And this, oh, the duochrome that I was talking about is that coral to, I hope you can see that coral undertone, that coral to gold, that shade that we used to see so much like 3 years ago or something, all the time. Then we have Dragon Fruit. I know this looks dark and it looks very pretty, but this is actually a quite soft shade. You can actually handle this without care and it won't create a mess on your eyes. So that's pretty soft, I would say. And then let's do Melon. Melon is what a surprise, because when I swatched it, my jaw actually dropped. I know it looks so dull, but let me quickly swatch it. It's a beautiful, look at that. It just like transformed. It's like a beautiful, subtle, just like, I would say it's more like a highlighter, facial highlighter formula, because it's like so finely milled and so subtle. It looks beautiful. You can definitely use this. I tried it. You can definitely use this as a blush for sure. Absolutely. Look at that. It's so finely milled. It's like so transformative. It looks beautiful on dark skin. Then Papaya is again another very pretty, pretty color. This is also medium dark, more orange, but compared to Juicy, which is more pinker. So that is, hang on, these are like older swatches. Oops. And then let's do Exotic. Exotic is the color I have in the center of the lid. that's what that's how the colors actually look like. On the eyes, on the lid actually it looks like um they are like matte colors or somewhat, right? It doesn't look like I have shimmers at all, but all of them are shimmers. On the lid, they're all shimmers. So that's the amount of impact you're gonna get from these metallics. They're very, very, very soft. This is a duochrome. You can see a very, very soft duochrome. I tried using this as a blush, and you can definitely use that as blush as well. Both this and this. You can definitely use this as a blush. If you even have like much richer, beautiful skin tone, you can definitely use that as a blush, because there is like zero shimmer. I mean, it is a shimmer, but it's an incredibly soft, very soft shimmer. So that's the one I have in the center of the lid. And then we'll see pomegranate, very pretty. This you can definitely use as a matte. This also has kind of like a flip going on, but the product, the shade itself is like so soft, you don't really see that flip on the eyes. Some kind of a mild flip going on, but you don't see it on the eyes. Finally, we have blackberry. Blackberry is like a dark kind of a color. This is also a soft color. I gotta warn you, because that is what I have in the outer V. I know you can kind of see it. I first tried to darken the outer V with this, but it was like a very soft look, and then I used this to deepen it, but still I had to go over, like build it up. You know what I mean? It worked. It was working, but it wasn't like one step impact. I had to build it up. So those are the swatches. So let me quickly wrap this up with a quick tiny review before we head over to the tutorial section and the comparison. This is going to be a long video. So I gotta say the mattes are pretty impressive. Mattes are pretty impressive. Usually I'm a little, I know if you're wondering, you say these two are not that impactful, and but why do you think it's good? Because it's not impactful, but the palette itself, the theme of the palette is very soft. So I kind of like it makes sense that even the darker shades are softer, because the entire palette is a very, very soft palette. That's the whole point of it. I think that's what they meant it to be. So that's why I'm not like critiquing these two dark shades, because they do blend and they do build. They blend beautifully, they do build, but it's a soft palette. It's meant to be worn very softly. I know the packaging is very like vibrant and like bold, but all over it's a very soft palette. So the mattes, actually these three mattes are fantastic, so beautiful. They You won't be impressed when you just watch it, but when you use it on your lids with a brush, it just like performs beautifully. And these two are definitely very soft mattes. You can even very, very beginner friendly. So the mattes are very good. So these two shades are so finely milled, and so it definitely has an impact, but it's so soft, right? So you can absolutely use these two colors as a blush. They worked really beautiful. I used it on my cheeks. It's actually pretty impactful on the cheeks. Very beautiful. On the eyes, you barely see the shimmer. Look at that. It looks like I have like a matte look. It basically looks like I have a matte look. And the shimmers are basically very soft. So yeah, that's basically the papaya has like a little glitter, but you don't see it at all. Whereas you apply it, just like disappears. So that's kind of like a review in a little gist. I gotta say, because the palette itself is like a very soft palette, you must use a primer. I tried using this without a primer. The colors did show up, but it was even more softer. The metallics were even more the metallics, it was just like a wash of color. Pretty much it was just like a wash of color. So if you want this kind of, if you call this impact, but you know, it's if you want this level of impact, you definitely need a primer, FYI, because it's a soft palette to begin with. So if you want the full impact, you need a primer. So that's kind of my review. So let's head over and see how I created this entire makeup look, and then we're gonna see this little beauty come to play, and we're gonna see if there are any dupes. So yeah, let's put some makeup on. I already have some primer on my eyes, and on my face I have sunscreen, and I just set it with Laura Geller's Brighten and Balance powder. So that's what I have on my face, and on my eyes I have primer. So it's already prepped and primed, so let's get into it. I thought I'd use you know, like a papaya shade, that one, and then I would go in with this, and I thought I'd go in with purple at last. Also, maybe we could mix in that dark purple too. So let's see how that goes. So I'm just picking up that papaya shade. Yeah, you can see that. Oh wait, yeah, it's called papaya. Pretty pigmented, right? The pigmentation is pretty good. So that's the shade I used. It's actually quite pigmented when I use a brush and on the eyes. Even in the pan, it's not that pigmented. And then I thought I'd use the juicy one, which is more pinker. This one. Oh yeah, it's more pinker. I'm gonna do clean, clean, clean. Gonna do the same thing, the papaya. I'm gonna do papaya on this eye, taking it nice and high. Then going in with juicy, the pinker one. The mats are actually quite nice. I'm really impressed with the mats because they are so lightweight, but pretty impactful. Then I'm gonna go in with dragon fruit. It's not that dark. We gotta build dragon fruit out. And build it up. I think I need like a close-up mirror for this because it is a darker color, so if I'm not careful, it can get out of hand. So I'm slowly building it up. It's a pretty soft color. It looks so dark in the pan, but dragon fruit is pretty soft. Look at that, quite soft. So I'm gonna go in and deepen this with a little bit. This is more like a narrower, not that fluffy of a blending brush. So I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade, the blackberry shade. I'm gonna take very, very, very little and look up and just deepen that crease a little bit. And the blackberry is quite soft. Yeah, slowly building it up, getting it a little, I mean, now I see a little bit of depth, I feel. Doing the very same on both sides. Then I want to take a little bit of papaya again, kind of just blend everything. That papaya is really, it's really vibrant. So I think right now, oh wait, I'm gonna do the same on the lower lash line, and yeah, let's do the same. Just gonna use like a very concentrated like amount for lash line, and I'm gonna do the very same on the other side too. Yeah, it's very soft. You need like a very tapered kind of a brush to get that impact. So I'm just gonna quickly blend that out with papaya again. Blend that blackberry shade with papaya, and I'm getting it all over, but we will clean that up. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna quickly clean this up and then we'll do the lid. All right, I did a little bit of cleaning up and that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna go in with pomegranate and just put it all over my lid. I want it all over my lid. I think I need a mirror. Where did you go? All over the lid. This is like such a soft metallic. They're all soft metallic, so that's what it looks like. Just swiping that all over the lid, doing the same thing. This is with primer, mind you, and my lids are not exactly dry or anything. It definitely has the, it's not tacky per se, but it definitely is not sticky. It's definitely well moisturized. It's like a very moisturizing primer is what I always use. So that's what we have right now. And I thought I'd like take exotic and I'm gonna use the brush again and take some exotic and just tap it in the center of the lid. That way it'll be like nice and blended and just that spotlight just in the center. Yeah, there you go, something like that. Want to take that exotic, the purple shade, a little bit closer to the brows to just kind of give that elongated, like full eye spotlight look. Gonna do that same here. Use my finger to kind of melt the shadows together. I'm happy it didn't turn muddy, you know what I mean? It's like they're soft, usually soft shades that blend away or like really blend easily. Sometimes they tend to turn muddy on you, but they don't. Oops, sorry. But yeah, I like it soft that it's working. All right, I'm gonna go and put some eyeliner and then mascara, and I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Makeup completely done. I used the Hourglasses ambient lighting, this Universe Unlocked palette for the cheeks and highlighter, and setting the using the finishing powder to just finish the entire look. So let's get right into the swatches and comparison swatches. So let's see here. So we're gonna be comparing this, right? And as I told you guys, these two, I do see some similarities. I gotta say, I can't deny it. Do definitely see similarities. Let's start with the champagne shade right here. Pat McGrath always puts a champagne shade like right here. It's always a champagne. It's always a peachy champagne. Honestly, it's all the same to me. She just like switches up a little bit between each palette, but they're kind of the same. Gotta say, this is more golden. Flower Beauty is golden, and this is more cooler. I hope you can see the difference. It's more warmer. So those are the two champagnes. Let's see. I'm gonna just swatch the peachy shades all right next to each other. So that is Guava. Beautiful. The swatches just don't come out well, the matte, but you guys saw in the tutorial how beautifully it like came out. That's Papaya. It's Guava, Papaya, and we'll do Juicy too right next to each other. So all three are from the Flower Beauty. So let's quickly swatch these two, right? This one and this one. These two are the kind of peachy coral family that we have here in the Huetopian palette. So that's like the dusty kind of a color, and that's the more stronger color. Let's see. All right, like technically I don't think any of them are, I think the Papaya is more closer to the Huetopian dark coral, because that is more orangey, because this is more Juicy, is more pink, right? But I would say if you like apply it on the eyes and blend it together, and just blend it, it's gonna kind of look all the same. So I'm gonna say this shade is definitely on the eyes, like practically speaking. This is definitely a dupe for these two put together, to be honest. Like here and there it's a little different, but you won't notice a big difference. And for this one, the very lighter peach shade, which is guava, which is like the perfect peach for dark skin, it doesn't look ashy at all. You guys saw in the demo. And that this is more pinker, this is more peachier and like true peach on my skin tone. This is more hang on, let me give it a better swatch. This is definitely more dustier and more cooler. It's more peachier. So those two are the lighter colors. What else? Let's do there's a gold, right? Let's do this kind of like a duochrome gold. So that is the duochrome. You can see that kind of like a cool, like a coral flip, like a very mild coral flip. Very mild. So I would say for a gold here, there is a gold with like a pink flip, which just kind of looks gold. And let's also do this gold, right? There are two golds. That is like on another level. This is also is on another level, but yeah, this is definitely like, this shade was very popular, like easily 3 years ago. Like you would find the shade like literally in every palette. So I don't have like an exact dupe, but I think any of these golds will do for that. You know, this gold, but this is very softer and this is one I have as an inner corner highlighter. It makes an impact, it makes a difference, but you don't see it at all, to be honest. It's not like these two shades. These are like you can't miss these two. So yeah, then let's watch Dragon Fruit and Blackberry, these two dark mattes, because and there's only one dark matte in the Huetopian. So that's Blackberry. Yeah, that's Blackberry in this Dragon Fruit. There's only one dark shade. Let's see what that looks like. This is definitely more like a brown shade. I think this is a mix of these two, because this is true. This is more I don't know, this is more reddish brown. If you're just gonna look at it by itself, I think Blackberry is closest, but if you mix these two, you're gonna get this shade. So yeah. And then let's see. Oh, Exotic. Let's try Exotic. Exotic is that very soft shimmer. Literally, this is no glitter at all. It's I'd say it's a good formula because it's very soft. It actually applies really well. You can just like, without a primer, you can just like apply it as a very sheer wash of color. But still, this is the what I have in the center of the lid. And yeah, let's watch this guy. I mean, this guy right here, the star of the show, basically. I would say they're basically in the same family. But this is obviously, you can tell the difference. This is a softer version. This is like bling version. It's like a diamond version, if you will. And then we have Pomegranate, a dark burgundy shade. Very soft. Again, this formula is very similar to this. No shimmer at all, no visible shimmer at all. You can kind of see a flip now, but honestly you don't see it. So there are two shades here, right? Let's just swatch both together. That's that rosy shade that's not even close to it. And then there's also a bronze shade. I want to swatch all these three. These three are from the Huetopian. All right. They're kind of in the same color family, if you ask me. These three kind of, this is darker, obviously, but this one is more reddish, like the most reddish rose gold rosy kind of color I've seen this one, and this is a multi-chrome. The base that flip cranberry base looks very similar to this, and this is like a true bronze but still has a reddish tone to it. So yeah, what else have we got? I think we've swatched everything. The only thing that's super unique here in this palette is this, which looks like that, and it still gives a stunning wash of purple. Just looks so pretty. Look at that. It's like definitely like a highlighter. Beautiful highlighter. Yeah. So those are the comparisons. So what do you guys think? Do you like the softer version, or you want, or do you like the Huetopian version? Definitely the prices are like poles apart. But let me know down below in the comment section which one you absolutely love, and are you planning to pick this up? Do you have the Huetopian palette? Do you like this color story at all? Whatever it is, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.